Hello, and we're back with another video review of coffee beans for www.getbeaned.com. Today we're looking at Bantam Beans Bolivia Small Batch, which I picked up in my local Sainsbury's for £4. So there's 200 grams of beans for £4, which makes it considerably cheaper than a lot of stuff in Sainsbury's. Our last review would have been for Union Coffee, their Rogue Espresso blend, which was also 200 grams for £5. So, you know, there's a quid in it and it's at the same place. So why would you not go for this? Well, it all comes down to taste, and that's what we're going to have a look at today. Now, I must admit, I don't think I've had a lot of Bolivian coffee. I've had a lot of South and Central American, you know, Peruvian, Honduran, Cuban, Colombian, Brazilian, Ecuadorian, but Bolivian, I'm not 100% sure. So this will be an interesting one for me. Also, I've never heard of Bantam beans before, or Bantam beans. I'm sure I've heard of them, to be fair. I've probably never tried them. So here we are. This will be a nice fun run for me. So there you go, 200 grams, £4. It's got some interesting info on the front. So cooperative, bio-Arabica, processed, fully washed, altitude, harvest, tasting notes. That's what we want to hear. So spiced honey, cocoa, and orange. So we're expecting quite sweet, but not too sugary, I would imagine, with that. Spiced honey is a really specific tasting note. Like honey or honeycomb, I get. Spiced honey, Orange, again, suggests citrusy notes, you know, up there, but a little bit of acid. Cocoa, they're not outwardly saying chocolate, so it suggests a darker taste than the chocolate tasting note, but the honey might cut through that, is probably what they're getting at. We will see. So I've poured it out, nice espresso. There we go, looking all right. Give it a sniff. It doesn't smell too appealing, I must admit. There's not a strong smell to it, but milder than I expected. It has got an acidic tang to it, but it's quite mild. There's not a lot in it that really grabs me there. I think we'll give it a go with some oat milk in a second, but I think that's quite a mild. It's pleasant. It's definitely pleasant. I like that. That's a coffee I can kind of deal with on a daily basis. Just, bosh, that's not going to kick you in the teeth when you're not expecting it, you know? But there's nothing that really kind of cuts through there. It has got that kind of light acidic tone. That's where the orange comes from. I can see why they've kind of said cocoa. There is a slight darkness to it, but again, nothing that I'd really kind of expect. There's no heavy darkness. There's no real kind of rich taste to it. Spiced honey is a really weird one that I'm sort of trying to pick up on. I guess in a sense, it's saying that there's a sweetness there that cuts the acidity of the orange, but it's not a sweet coffee. So I sort of understand it if that's what they're trying to get at. Now we'll try this with milk. We'll froth up some oat milk and give it a go as a creamier. Here it is with a bit of oat milk. We'll give it a try. Give it a nice big slurp. You know, I'm not sure I'm getting a lot. Yeah. Now I like that. It's a kind of, as a creamy drink, it's quite nice in terms of you can knock that back all day and you're not gonna worry too much about it, but you're not getting a lot of strength through it. You really need something a bit more poignant on the tongue, cuts through a bit more. Yeah, so it works nice with the creaminess. Like there's not too much acidity that you go, oh god, don't put that with a milk. But then you don't get a lot of strength coming through that. So I quite like it, but you're not getting a lot of coffee strength. So that's one kind of small criticism if that's what you're looking for. I'm not here to criticise beans. I'm merely here to taste them and kind of give them a little, give you an idea of what they offer up. But one thing I do like about this is fair trade. It tells you about the fair trade system, and it tells you at the top on the back of the package about the cooperative and how the farming methods work. So that's kind of quite nice to know, that it's not kind of mass industrial farming. It comes from this small batch. It does specifically say small batch on the front, but this kind of traditional farming process. So again, for more of you kind of environmentally liberally minded people, that's a plus. And the fair trade sticker, obviously, does what it does. So I quite like this coffee, but I would perhaps like something a bit more unique in flavour, with a bit more personality, basically. I like it, but it's not gonna kind of stick long in the memory. But it's worth a try if you like a nice mild morning coffee just to start your day. Thank you.